Alright, so finally, after a long fucking time, I'm gonna do a settings video, I guess. It's been requested a few times, I keep forgetting, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. So the first thing we're gonna do is just boot up your game, easy as. Just remember what your field of view is, so mine is 70, I maxed that shit out for peripheral vision. There's a bunch of stuff in this video, my routines, my fucking playstyle, what do you need to prioritize, I guess. How to convert your sensitivity to Kovaaks, my Kovaaks routines, my binds, my gear, there's a whole shitload of stuff. This is probably going to be like a 30-minute video, I don't really care at this point. So, go to your browser, I use Brave, I prefer it, anyways. Go to Steam, the first thing you want to get, it's like 12 bucks, is Kovaaks. This is what I use to aim train, I use it daily, it's pretty nice. The app you can use that is free, which is effectively the same thing as AimLabs. It's pretty good, but I'm pretty loyal to Kovaaks. I've used it for the longest time, so yeah. If you use AimLabs, you won't have access to my routines. If you use Kovaaks, you'll have access to my routines. So now the next thing is the Kovaaks sensitivity matcher. So go to the Kovaaks. Just type Kovaaks sensitivity matcher. Click on this one here, and this brings us to this site. This is the tool that's going to allow us to basically make sure our sensitivities are all correct. It's basically, you know, reassuring that everything on the calculator actually goes through and works properly. So, basically, it's a very, very basic and fantastic application. Yeah, so just download this. There's a download link here. It's actually made by the developers of Kovaaks, which is really nice. So now search up mouse sensitivity. It's just mouse-sensitivity.com. And now this site, I'll just open a new one here because I've already got everything in my shit configured here. So when we're on this site, we're actually going to get our in-game stuff. First, scroll down, and where it says convert from, right? Simply go here and just type New World. Click New World here. Then on the one below, we're going to convert to Call of Duty. I just find it easiest. That's what I came from as well. You could use a few things. We'd just use Call of Duty because this is the setting that's actually in Kovaaks. So it allows us to add the certain values into Kovaaks really easy. Alright, so now to get our New World sensitivity, we actually need to press the Windows R key and type ape data. Just like this. This is going to lead us to this folder right here. Now go to AGS, it's at the top. Click New Worlds, and then click Save Data, and then click User Settings, just like this. You could find this manually, but it's much easier to just do this and just type mouse. Oh, hang on. What is it? Sensitivity, sorry. So just type sensitivity. Oh, it's found different. Just type sensitivity multiplier, I think it was. So sensitivity multiplier, and that's going to lead you to this class here. For some reason, Amazon or AGS, Amazon Games, uses HTML for a lot of their configs and stuff, which is a very bad way, and it's very outdated, but it's whatever, it does the trick. I don't blame them or anything. So then go across, we've found the value we need, so we'll just cancel that, fine. So now this value here, this is my sensitivity. So in game, this right here, where is it? Oh, fuck. This right here is a very, very inaccurate slider. Please don't use it. Please, man. You can roughly set it in here, but if you want to make micro adjustments to the decimal, go into this config there. I just showed you where to go. Please, man. Please. You can adjust it to fucking 6 decimal places. It's fucking fantastic, right? So, people don't know this. They always ask for a sensitivity slider. Please just use the config. You can get so much finer. You can get better sensitivities. You can convert from Call of Duty to New World. And you can get a much finer sensitivity to the T, man. Okay, so anyways, this right here is a very inaccurate slider because it actually does have decimal points. It does. It just doesn't show them. It just shows a whole number, which is shit. I really hope they change it. So anyways, this is my sensitivity. So it says 19 in game, but it's actually 0.03, which is... It uses pretty low floats, I'm not gonna lie. So we simply grab this number here, Control C, 0.03, just like that. Now, in mouse sensitivity, the website I told you to go to, below here, sensitivity 1, put your new world sensitivity in here. DPI, put your mouse DPI in. If you don't know what it is, get your mouse software. There are a few ways you can find it out as well. I'm assuming most of you probably know your mouse DPI. It's pretty standard these days. FOV, type 70, that is the max in New World. If you, as I said earlier, 70 is the max FOV. Resolution, type 1920 x 1080. It shouldn't really matter if you play on an ultra-wide or 4K, because relatively it's still actually the same. It just feels different. That's how sensitivity works. And leave everything else, just those settings will change. Now we do the same over here, 1920 x 1080 under our second, what we're converting it to. So again, 800 DPI. Now FOV for Call of Duty max is 120. Enter. So now that is all good to go, and now our sensitivity is converted. So now we scroll down, and where is it? So here, this also tells you where you find it if you forget. It tells you where to find your sensitivity, etc. So our sensitivity is converted here as 5.519. It's very fine, as I said. We're just going to Control C that. This is the value we're going to put into Kovaaks, and I'll show you how to set up Kovaaks. But the first thing we're going to do here is we're actually going to pull up that sensitivity matcher application I told you guys to download. So I have mine here. This application right here, you're going to click open this, just click run. You don't need to extract it, honestly. So now for this, set it to Overwatch. Overwatch is the same as the Call of Duty engine. Now in here, this sensor value here, copy and paste that Call of Duty value you just got before. Click physical stats, put your mouse DPI in the mouse ADC, and then this will actually also give us our 360 value. This is nice to have. It's quite some nerdy shit. You can be like, oh yeah, I play 31 centimeter 360, fucking nerdy mouse starter pack shit. So now in game, what we're actually going to do, okay, there's also something I should quickly tell you about this application right here, is when you press Alt backspace, it does a 360 based on this rotation. Now, why we're going to do this and why this is important is this is actually going to make sure that our Call of Duty sense that we got calculated from the site aligns with our in-game sensitivity. So when we do that Alt backspace 360, it's going to read this 5.5, or it's actually going to go by 30. It's going to do a 31 centimeter spin from start to finish, and based off our New World sensitivity, it should match up perfectly. So we're going to go in-game, we're going to get our crosshair here, and we're just going to line it up against something straight. So, I don't know, this pole here, I guess. We'll find something that's out of the way of players. Give me a sec. We'll use this here. We'll just use this piece of cobble right here. You could use anything, just anything that's straight. Now, also saying, quickly unbind your free look, because your free look will interfere with it. Just set it to like something random, doesn't really matter. For this test, remember to set it back later, of course. So now press Alt and back, and it does a full 360 exactly to your sensitivity. This tells us, hey, this is our exact sensitivity. We've got everything set up perfectly. So now we're good to go. So now we can Alt tab back out, and now that we know our sensitivity is perfect, we can now go onto Steam, and we can now open up Kovaaks, and you get a small update here. Give me a sec. It's a very in-depth system, and this one thing is almost taken up 10 minutes. This doesn't include all my personalization shit, all my in-game kits. So, as I said, this is going to be a very fucking long video, but just bear with me here. It gives it the juice. It gives it the juice from a fucking, what, 2.6K Dix main. Fucking hell. Alright, once our shit's finished downloading, just hit play on Kovaaks. I'll quickly first go over our what do you call it? How to set up Kovaaks, I guess is a good thing to do, right? Just exit the news. Go to settings, set your sensitivity scale to Overwatch. Just type Overwatch up here. Just click Overwatch. DPI 800. Horizontal sensitivity, this is where you're going to put your custom value. It will round it, which is completely fine. You can work off a bit of micro adjustments. You don't always want to be exact, trust me. Alright, now, toggle zoom ADS, we don't want that. FOV scale 16:9, that is what Call of Duty uses. FOV 120, again, that's what Call of Duty uses. Everything else is fine. You could probably customize. There's a bunch of stuff you can customize in here. Weapons, just turn the show weapon off. You don't really want that, it's pretty disgusting. Mess around with your graphics settings, the visuals, mess around with your sky settings, whatever you want shit to look like aesthetically. You're going to be using this a lot, so you want to be comfortable with it. Sound, you can customize your sounds even. It's a very, very cool app. You can customize all this stuff, and then of course in weapons you can customize your crosshair. So I just use a white dot, which is very similar to what, no, it's not similar at all to what Neuro is, just completely ignore that. And yeah, you can customize everything basically. It's a very, very cool. The next thing is this right here is where we have our playlists. You can find a bunch of scenarios online as well. You can mess around with it. Find a bunch of scenarios you like. Aim training's aim training. Find what works for you, please. You can copy me. I will provide my playlists in the description. I'll also show you how you can get them right now. So simply go to your documents. Go to your settings. Go to program files x86. Alright, I'm not showing it here. Go to local disk C, program files x86, Steam apps, common, FPS aim trainer. That is what Kovaaks is under. Probably go into FPS aim trainer. I'm an absolute fucking idiot, sorry. Now in here, go to content, I believe. No, it's not content. Fuck me, I'm having a fucking brain fuck. Saved? No, dude. Plugins, no, maps. No, that's the maps. Crosshairs, this is where you put your crosshair file if you want to have a custom crosshair, by the way. Where do you put the fucking plugins saved? I think it was saved, right? Saved games. Yeah, okay. Yeah, FPS aim trainer, saved games, playlists, and then this is where my playlists are. I'm gonna put these four. I guess I'll put Timmy's one in there as well. Timmy's one I actually used to warm up for my playlist, some real fucking DJ shit. So this one is just a really quick playlist. These four I've tuned to my liking. It's about 2 hours of fucking aim training. It's a long thing. I wouldn't recommend doing it every day. Maybe do it like, I don't know, once every few days or something. And you don't even have to do the full thing, just pick out like one of them. So you have mail order switching. This is like target switching. You've got tracking, so tracking obviously. You got Neural Musket. This is my older one, I think, and this is my newer one, Neural Musket. I'll just check. So yeah, no, they're both unique then, but I think this is the one I created later on. So the Dash Mail Oreo is my newer one, and this one is my older one, but still has a lot of juice in it. So I'll upload all four of them, as I said. They're very good playlists. Also, so now that we've got our DPI and sensitivity and everything all set up, okay, anyways, align yourself with a corner. So this is a square map right here. It's kind of hard to see. Put your dot there, and we still have our sensitivity app open. So if we press Alt Backspace in here, it should perfectly go to that corner of the screen, and we have our sensitivity matched up. It's that easy. So just like that, now you have your sensitivity matched up. I've given you my playlists, and it's that easy. And now you can rip straight into it. The next thing we'll go over is my in-game settings, like graphics, NVIDIA profile, that kind of stuff. So we'll go back into our game here. I'll put my free look back on, and I'll quickly close that so I don't accidentally press backspace. Alright, so now that we're in game again, go to your video tab. I played 1920 at 144 Hz. I am max config. I am just 5.5 contrast brightness. If you can mess around with the profile inspector and shit, and you can add like sharpness, which might help visibility. Although I really don't recommend it. Personally, it kind of looks like shit to me. As you can see, it kind of just looks like arse. It also fucking takes a fair whack away from your frames. I know a bunch of players that play with a bunch of this weird shit, like Chongol, for example, plays with some crazy filters, the mad lad. Anyways, aside from that, back into the settings. Where the fuck are they gone? So all low. Now, the funny thing is, with this game, is the anti-aliasing setting is locked behind the preset, so you actually can't disable it here. So what you have to do is you have to go to the video quality drop box that has all the presets, click on low, and now anti-aliasing is disabled. And just to lock them in, because dude, trust me, I do not trust this game's engine at all. There's so much crazy shit that goes on in New World. Simply scroll up and just re-hit low on all of them. It'll change that back to custom. And just make sure everything is locked in, because I do not trust anything that this game does, bro. Once that shit's done, I play with VSync off. I play with the DRS off. It's basically resolution scaling or DSR, whatever the fuck you want to call it. They use the NVIDIA tech. The reason why I don't use it, because it makes things really blurry in this game. Even if you're playing on high res, don't, please. As you can see, shit is already blurry enough in this game. At a distance, it looks fine. Like, everything looks fine and really high quality close range in this game. But as I said, things far away look extremely blurry, even without this setting off. So with it on, shit just gets even more blurry. Like, it's actually gross. Just don't use that setting, please. Whatever you do. VSync obviously off, disgusting. Turn G-Sync off as well. You don't need that. Show FPS on, probably. Cap FPS and background on, probably. Audio, this is obviously just tweaked to your shit. Now, boost softer sounds. This is a fantastic setting. I don't know how FPS games don't have this, and a fucking MMO does. But this obviously allows you to hear softer sounds, so footsteps, you know, you can even hear certain things like melee swings a little bit louder, because they're actually they're under a softer sound. So you can hear those audio cues a lot better. Audio quality 100, no shit there. Audio configuration, headphones, obviously. Mute combat music. Basically, I have music off. I don't know why I would have it on. Other than that, I also, when I'm playing, small tip if you want to disable distractions, is open your chat, hit this little cog here, and mute all the channels you don't use when you're playing a war. This is usually what I do when I'm playing in a war. I'd mute all these channels. I basically have the help, recruitment, and trade chat permanently muted because I never use them. If I want to actually look at the trade chat, I can just click on it and it'll pop up. Because, like, when I'm playing OPR, I don't need to see this trash. It's just distracting and annoying. So yeah, this is why I usually mute global as well when I'm playing, like, OPR and shit. Alright. Now, we're finally getting there a little bit more. Keybinds, they're pretty straightforward. Find what works best for you. I used my thumb button on my Logitech G Pro X Superlight as my dodge, because I came from console like 4 years ago, and it's just always stuck with me having that on the right side. There's a few things I can also show you in regards to movement that not many people know. So, if you shoot, press sticky bomb, and then roll, it gets you out of the animation lock. As you can see. This is the animation lock here. See how it takes a little bit to register the roll? It allows you to do tack shoot bursts really fast, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so the next thing is game. Go to game. Always show reticle on, absolutely. Something new I'm trying is actually having the damage numbers not floating, so they're locked above the health bar. It's much cleaner when you're doing AoE damage. So that's with your bow and wars. My nameplate count is 2. That's all you need. If you have good awareness, you shouldn't need this any higher. Any higher just fucks your frames. It's not worth it as a Dex player, especially. Ignore the healing stuff if you're not a healer. Bandwidth mode, set this to high. Absolutely important. Otherwise, your wars will look like shit. Wars used to be laggy, but now they're actually bearable. You can actually see shit. Shit doesn't lag everywhere. Even though the instanced wars aren't back yet, I can't wait for that. Is having this on high basically makes them look pretty flawless. You can go back to my 51 kill video. That's what a war looks like with this setting. Note that I do also have very fast internet. I have 1 gig down, 500 megabytes up. So the next thing I guess we can go over is Crosshair X. This is fully allowed by Steam, fully allowed by AGS, fully within the terms of service. All it does is put a PNG in the center of your screen, just like the this shit over here, just like the game filters from NVIDIA do. So simply go to the store. I think Crosshair X is like a couple bucks. Yeah, it's $5. It's fantastic software. It also registers your hours on it, so you're gonna get a lot of hours on this shit. So anyways, once you open Crosshair X, you get greeted with this screen. Now, when I first started using this app, the crosshair was actually off by a few pixels like this. So simply get in game and just go in game and line it up again with the original what do you call it, crosshair. So I'll just line that back up there. Oh, give me a sec. That's not straight. Alright, there we go. That's good enough with me. Alright, so -1, is actually, I think, the center of a 1920 screen. Now remember, this does scale depending on your monitor size, so keep that in mind. You will have to adjust it. Now I go to the designer, and this is where you can muck around with everything and customize the look of your crosshair. Currently I just use a little white plus. There's also the community tab, where you can get a bunch of different community ones. Now, make sure you close this window, by the way, otherwise it will block out your Shadowplay. I've started noticing that. If you leave that window open, it actually fucks with your crossplay. I'll switch back to using OBS personally, but just important so you don't have black screen footage on your Shadowplay there. So when you go back to a war VOD, it's not just black and you're really disappointed. I've had that a couple of times. So that's that. So much shit that I just went through, and there's still more. Fuck me, man. Alright, so anyways, now I guess onto the kit, right? We'll go through the trees, I guess. Now, this is actually going to change a little bit the next update, but we'll go over that in the coming weeks because I don't want to rush into anything. But there's been a few nerfs, I should say. Alright, so anyways, for Rapier, I'm running full right tree. This is what I use in Wars, OPR, if I'm tryharding, etc. Now, what I use if I'm just having fun and DPSing is I drop Fleesh, I drop Evade, and I put on Keen and Tondo. This leads to some insane DPS with the Rapier. I'll put some up on the screen maybe, but you can get like some crazy DPS. You can deplete half or more of a bruiser's health with applying a Tondo and then a Flourish. It's fucking insane. I recommend trying it for some fun. Don't use it competitively though. Alright, for bow, I am full spec'd into AoE. This is the tree here, Poison Rain. Explosive, very underrated, very nice. I've grown quite accustomed to it. Once you learn the drop-off of it, you'll start to like it, trust me. Now, the Musket, where is it? The Musket. I'm using Powder Burn, Shooter Stance, Sticky Bomb. Now, my alternative build is I actually drop Sticky Bomb, and then I put Stopping Power on. I can't remember. I think I drop. Where is it? I can't remember. I have to drop 2 to get the full stopping power tree. I drop that. I drop the kick 'em when they're down, and then I think I dropped the last one. No, I don't drop the last one in powder run. Which one do I drop? I think it's weak in defense. I drop that, and sticky bomb, and that allows me to get the full stopping power tree, and that is the debuff musket setup, which goes with my musket, which is current meta, I would say, is Abyssal Attunement, Crippling, Pattern, Enchanted, Abyss Musket. One of the best muskets is actually a few different options. You can get Enchanted, Attunement, Keenly Jagged is one of your other best options. The one that I have, the Crippling. The third option is Keen Enchanted, Abyssal Attunement. Do not get Empowering Shooter Stance Attunement Enchanted. Please, please. You will hit Empower Cap every time, and you'll go over the Empower Cap by about 20%. It's fucking pointless. It's a waste of gold. Do not get an Empowering Shooter Stance Musket. Please. Please. Save yourself the fucking gold. It's such a waste. Empower Caps are 50%, by the way. Mortal Empowerment Ring. This is how you're actually going to hit your Empower Cap, lads. So, you get Mortal Empowerment. This isn't my main ring, but I've had to temporarily stop using my main ring. Where is it? This is my main ring. Fire Damage, Mortal Empowerment, Crippling. Obviously goes along with my Crippling Musket. Very nice. But the main reason why I can't use that one right now is because I got a new headpiece that is Con. So I had to drop my Con ring because I have Con pants. So I'm going to be looking at getting a new Dex or Int ring soon, or Split, that has Empowerment, Void Damage, and Hardy, or Empowerment, Void Damage, Crippling, or Empowerment, any fucking mod in Crippling. I should see one soon in the market. Anyways, so for the armor, I'm using an elemental version, critical retribution resilient headpiece. Now the thing with critical retribution is it's pretty shit, but it's like, why not have it? Like it's just there, use it. It's like extra crit chance for like fucking nothing. Like, it's rare that you'll actually use it, or it'll actually, you know, get a crit during that 7 seconds even. But it's just have it. Why not have it, you know? It's there. Use it, you know? You have physical aversion, resilient, along with the elemental aversion. You'll see that I go very high on... I think the aversion perks are amazing for decks. You want to try to get it on all your pieces. I'm talking very fast. I'm running out of fucking breath. Gloves, elemental aversion, resilient. As you can see, I do have a lot of 2-perkers. My armor and jewelry is only worth like 60k. My weapons are where my gold is at. That's all that matters, really, man. As long as you have good 2-perkers, that's all you fucking need, right? Legwear, shirking energy, amazing perk for arenas, duels, having fun. You don't actually need it too much in wars, but it's very nice. It's very fucking nice. Any close range combat, again, dueling. It's key for dueling in arenas, I would say. It's probably best. It's best. Just fucking get it, man. And then you have resilient, empowering shoot stance. You need a 5-piece resilient set minimum. That'll probably cost you like 20k or 15k for a 5-piece resilient set. Shit's very cheap now. You can get into a musket kit for like 20k, easy peasy. Because then all you'll need is like an attunement enchanted musket, which goes for about 3k. And then you're away. Like, I'm going to level up my second character soon and show you the minimum spec you need to competitively play. And you'll be surprised. People that complain about needing Biscare, shut the fuck up, please. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what the term skill is. You're fucking clueless. Alright, for the legs, we're using elemental aversion, resilient legs. Again, getting those 4-piece aversions helps a lot. We're running 4 thrust gems, or as high as we can. I can't swap the ring gem out, unfortunately. So that's 47% thrust. We're basically at cap 4, or fortification cap. If you didn't know, gems go under fortification. So if you have shirking fortification, they actually combine. So if you have like 40% slash damage and then like 5 shirking pieces, you're actually going to go over the fortification cap. So you want to make sure you spread your gems out. For decks, it doesn't matter too much because we don't really rely on a healer, so we just go as high as we can to cap. A full 8-piece, 8-piece armor set with emeralds is actually, I think, 51%. So you're gonna hit basically perfectly cap. Alright, fuck me. Now for amulet, health thrust protection, I do again have a better amulet, but it's con, so you know I have to look for replacements. It's kind of annoying, but it's just the way shit happens. Stamina recovery, alacrity, health amulet. For the ring, again, more empowerment thrust damage. It's only temporary. I'd recommend something like this. Oh wait, no, where is it? That's not it. I'd recommend something like this. Is your ring. Featherweight's still great for dueling. You know, keen awareness, fantastic perk, I'd say, for dueling. Crits is key. Now I got rid of nimble. Honestly, nimble's kind of dog shit. Get healthy toast, trust me. This shit, look, healthy toast and refreshing toast. I have mana pots, right? I get 1.1k HP every time I click that button. Look at that cooldown. A 10-second cooldown on a 1.1k HP pot. Fuck yes, dude. So by the time I pop a health pot, I can pop 2 of these. That's fucking insane, man. That's actually fucking insane. That's clutch. It's clutch. It saved me so many times. You could put like hardy meals in your 4th slot as well. Honestly, get rid of that. And wars are going to be using cleanse pots. I'll just use corruption tickets as an example. But you get the idea. You get the idea. It's fucking nuts, man. And yeah, that's basically that. For the stat split, I guess, is I go 300, 165, 50. That's my stats. That's what I use. I didn't show my bow, did I? Right now, I'm actually trying out keen speed because it's 10% haste every 10 seconds, or 20% haste every 10 seconds on a 10-second cooldown. Bro, you want to be a speed demon? Just shoot some autos in a war and fucking run around, man. Like, shit. This bow isn't that great, but fuck, it represents, like, how good keen speed bows could be. And I think that might be meta for wars for your bow, honestly. Not a musket, obviously. That's your primary DPS for a Dex player. So yeah, I think we're almost there. I think I almost have everything covered. And then there's, I guess, the 4 sort of ways you play. So aim comes in at step 4. Aim is the fourth most relevant thing. Who the fuck is this imposter, bro? Who the fuck are you, dude? Okay, anyways. So 4 is aim. That's step 4. Aim is the least important. Now number 3 is I would probably say awareness, right? Awareness. You need awareness. Don't tunnel vision. You know, number 2, I would probably say game sense. Game sense is very important. Comes hand in hand with awareness. Game sense is just knowing when to do shit. When should I throw my sticky bomb? When should I use powder burn? When should I AoE? Shit like that. Step 1, that is movement, my friends. Using your dodges at playing. I've started to get really into this. Thanks to Torvin. Been a great coach, by the way. Absolute beast of a player. And, you know, movement is everything when it comes to decks. Outsmarting your opponent, baiting them, knowing exactly how to read your opponent. That is the most important thing. Movement, movement, movement. That's all this game is about. Aim is the least relevant, even though I covered it the most in this video. That is it. I'm fucking out. See you later.